Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. It's going down August 21st, Knuckleheads. And I wanted to talk to you about this fight and also give you my prediction. So first and foremost, I'm a little surprised that this is going to happen before the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight that everybody has been wanting to see for so long. It looks like that fight's just never getting over the line for whatever reason. I think it's probably because Spence doesn't want to test himself against Crawford. And Crawford at this point is also kind of pricing himself out, if we're being honest. But that being said, Manny Pacquiao at 42 years old with a 4 or 5 inch height disadvantage and a 5-inch reach disadvantage and an 11-year age gap taking on Errol Spence. This is a very, very tough fight. Now, I will say this. I would never put a damn thing past Manny Pacquiao. As I've indicated on this channel before, there is a sincere, serious argument that Manny Pacquiao is probably one of the best to ever do it in boxing. Period. When you look at all the divisions he's been through, when you look at all the accolades, nobody's ever compared. People always want to bring up the Mayweather fight. Listen, this was a little guy who went up several weight classes to fight a bigger guy in Mayweather. They were both a little bit past their prime. I'm not sure if Pacquiao's style ages the way Mayweather's did. We never got them in their prime. But that being said, for me, he's still definitely in the conversation. One of the best to ever do it. Easy. What does he get fighting this young lion in Errol Spence? You know, it's got to be the challenge. This guy must be an adrenaline junkie because he absolutely doesn't need this fight. I'm sure he's got plenty of money. As we've mentioned, plenty of accolades. Throwing, though, all of that caution to the wind just to challenge himself against a young, hungry 31-year-old Errol Spence, who's not only going to be getting a great payday out of this fight, but could potentially have a huge scalp on his resume if he beats Manny Pacquiao. This is a tough fight to predict. I mean, even though, if we're being honest, I think Errol Spence has all the advantages physically, with, you know, the size and the reach and everything else, and also as far as the age goes, this is still a tough fight because Manny Pacquiao, even though it's been like 2 years since he's fought, was still dangerous in his 40s and very fast against Keith Thurman. Now, I don't know if that Keith Thurman was inspired. I don't think he's as inspired or even skilled at this point as an Errol Spence, but Manny Pacquiao is still dangerous, and this is still a risky fight for Errol Spence. I think Manny Pacquiao's speed, I think his very underrated power could give Spence problems. I mean, Spence is a very strong physical guy. He's got a long reach. He knows how to box. He can fight as well. But he did get hit. He did get hit a bit in his last fight against Danny Garcia. And it remains to be seen how that chin holds up after that accident against a very fast Pacquiao that might hit him with something that he doesn't see coming. Listen, at the end of the day, I just think the advantages at this point in time, right, are going to be a bit too much. I think Errol Spence probably gets a decision win against the 42-year-old legend in Manny Pacquiao. But that's not to say at all that Manny Pacquiao cannot win this fight. I'll go as far as to say that this is a 55-45 fight in favor of Errol Spence, and I think he pulls it off by unanimous decision. I don't think that leaves a real blemish on Manny Pacquiao's record. The fact that he's even taken a fight like this, with the career he's had, at his age, doing what he's doing, is absolutely insane to me. That being said, I kind of expect more from Errol Spence, and I hope to have more from Errol Spence after this fight. I want to see him fight the best. I want to see him maybe give Sean Porter a rematch at the very least, fight Terrence Crawford at some point, and then I feel like he could really solidify himself in the welterweight division if he does those things. You know, maybe fight Ugas, who knows? Just, he's got to do more to put himself at risk. You know, the Danny Garcia fight was a very in-house promotional fight, and I didn't think there was any danger in that fight. So, those are my thoughts. That's my prediction. Let me know who you think wins the fight in the comments below. Apologies to the Filipino knuckleheads of the world. I know you guys, are great supporters of Knucklehead Nation. So shout out to all my Filipino knuckleheads. Listen, no offense against you guys. I love Manny Pacquiao. I just think he's too old at this point. Leave it in the comments below your prediction. Hit the like button. Smash the subscribe button, the bell notification icon next to it. And join Knucklehead Nation. Just $4.99 a month at 16 cents a day. We're going to be coming out with some fights for you soon, man. Fighters Rep is supposed to come back. I'm hoping we come back in August, so stay tuned. The only way to watch those live events is to join the channel. I think you'll see some of the best striking fights you've ever seen. Completely even matchups all the way through. The only pro kickboxing promotion that matters. Fighters Rep. Hope you guys join us and get your Fighters Rep gear in the link below. Finally, follow us and our official sponsor, Nueva Real Estate, on Instagram at Nueva Real Estate, and us at Fighters Rep. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about this, man. Manny Pacquiao, big balls. Big balls.